Sudoku. Let's begin the basics. We got here 2, 6, 3, 8, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2, 7, 1, 8, 8, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 8, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 9, 7, 1, 6, 7, 1, 8, 6, 4, 3, 6. Pretty standard stuff. Next, we actually do the puzzle. First I was thinking of 5, and then I think I don't know where that can go. Because there's not many spaces that it needs to go. That isn't where the body goes. 6 is unclear. 4 is here. But that's 4 is here by discovery. And that's all I get. 3 is up here or over there. We don't know. So I can't do anything with 3. 7 looks like it's here. And then there. So that's easy. And then the other 7 is here. 7 is done. 8 is down here. 8 is there. 8 is there. 8 is there. 8 is up. 8 is done. 9 is middle. Down. Done. 5 looks just as unclear. 1, I'll be able to do. The 1 is over there. The 1 is over here. So it's over there. The other one's in the middle. The one's at the top. 1 is done. 2 is up here. 2 is here. 2 is unclear. But it is here, then it's there, but it has to be here, then there. There's no other positions it can be in. Then we have 4, which goes here. The other 4 has to be here anyway, because it can't be in the other position on that row. And therefore the other 4 has to be here on the top or the bottom. We don't know which one. So ignoring 4, we go to 5 again. And now we know the 5 has to be here and there. So 5 is done. 6. Well, this number has to be 3. That number has to be 6. Which makes this a 3. No. 4. Yes. And that is the 6. Making this the 4. And this the 3. And that the 4 for 6. And that the 3. And that the 6. And that the 3. And that the 6. And that the 6. 6. 3, 4. Not bad. What did just happen? I thought I just randomized the puzzle. That was weird. Oh, I switched to hard? How did that fucking happen? What? Why does medium look like hard? Who cares? Move on. Start. 8. 4147, not 7. And not 4. Not 7. Not 7. So that's a 3. That's a 4. Good. Also, 7, not 7, so 5. 7, not 7, so unclear. 9, so not 9. Hmm. 1 must. Doesn't help. 1 and 5. If 1 and 5, then it can't be 4, 7. Because 1 and 5 must. So it's not 4 and 7. Why does that feel like it has to be? It has to be right. Right? Because I can't put 1 and 5 anywhere else. Four, 7, 4, 7, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 6, 6, 8. Yeah, that sounds right, except for 9 here is a must, which makes this is an 8, 4, 6, or 6 thing. Continue. Not 4 because 1, 4. Not 4. Not 4. Continue. 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, 4, 5. Not 4. Not 1. 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 2. Trinary, interesting. Maneuvering. We got 7, 4, 7, 4, but it's kind of binary, so I don't want to do anything with that. Moving on. Looking down here, we see 5. Vertical with the other 5. This 5 is the only 5, so that's a 5. Forcing this to be one of these two, which I don't know which one, corresponding with the other 5s. Vertical also has a quad, so that's nothing. 9, 3, 9, 3 contained. 5, 3, 9, 3, 5, 3, 4, 1, 1 alternate, 9 alternate, 9 column. Obvious. Nothing else. A lot of noise reduction, but with not actual direction, except for this is a 1. That doesn't help a lot. Then we have 5, 3, 8, 9, and then this is a 2, which doesn't help because this also needs to be possibly a 2. And 2 could go up or it could go there, and we don't know which one. Also 9, 8. 7, 6, none are very clear. There has to be some way to remove this noise. Let's see. Well, if this is 7, 2, 7, 2, 3, and 7, 2, 3. Those are the positions 7, 2, 3 can be in. They can't be anywhere else. So this is not 3, so 9. This is not 7 or 2. This is not 3. This is not 3. Good. Interesting. 7, 2, 7, 2, 2, 3 also is very restricted in that column. And then we have a 5, 3 mixed in with the rest of the 1, 6, 1, 6, 6, 1, 4, 6, 4, 8. It's all unclear. In this bottom row, I see a bunch of 7, 8, but we know 7 has to be in here somewhere. It could be up here, which would make 2, 3, 7, which would allow this all, but there's a lot of 2, 3 going on, and that's too many. But I can't reduce it. The 6 and the 5, 6, 6, an alternate with other 6 doesn't help. And then 6 and then other 6 in the vertical. For example, there isn't a 6 in this box that can go in any other of the, like in this slice, because it's blocked by this 6. So therefore it must be here, and therefore cannot be here. So that removes that 6, but gives us two others, but it's a little bit of noise reduction. I'll take it. And then if we consider the fact that these 3 and those 3 6s are all possibly one or the other way around, it doesn't really help a lot. Oh, we found a 7. 1. That's good. So then it removes one of the 7s. 2, 5, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 5, and 5, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 is on the bottom. Is there anything else that needs to be there? And 9 is on the other side. 9 must vertical unless the top. 9 must vertical unless the top. 9 must middle, definitely, meaning 9 is not. That's the first intuition. The next one is 7 is alternate, so it's not clear. However, yeah, we don't know. 9, 2, 3 in this only, so 3 in there. 6 in the rest. 2 otherwise. I'm very stuck. What the hell? 1, 5, 1, 5. Doesn't help a lot for the rest. So those are good button points, but I usually like to pop them and find out where I actually end up. So if I'm literally just not deducing enough stuff. For example, 5 is alternate on both of them, so can't. 3 must be, however, in this column. Therefore, it cannot be here. It is not there. So that's more reduction, forcing the 3 to be somewhere in this block. Also was the same rule, that it has to be there and it couldn't be there, but also the other way also applied. So also. And in that similar vein, free vertical means not 3 here, meaning that's a 2. There we go. That's a lot of noise reduction. There we have a 5. That pops out of nowhere. 6 starts again, and then we have, what else just randomly shows up for me? The 3. Next is vertical 5, or in box 5 also. Just a relevant complete 5 is done. 7, 3, 7, 3 equals 7, forces this 2. And therefore, if 7 is up and 7, 4, it's unclear. 1, 4, 1, 6, 8, 6, and 4 up. I haven't needed to do a binary yet. I'm just deducing. Which also means this is a 2. Let's keep going on that vein. No. And this is a 9. That's helpful. Then we have a 6, a 7. Swipe that, reverse it. Then we have a 4, which is a lot of information. 7 goes. I thought that would go down. It didn't. Where does it go? Okay, I don't know where it goes next. The 7 goes here, though. So that's a little bit more information. Not a very large amount. I feel good I'm not doing binary yet. 8686 equals not 8. And not 8. And not 8 forces 3. Remainder is 3. Remainder 7. Remainder 3. I'm lagging behind my own actions. What the hell? 9, 8, 3, 2, 4, 5, 4, 1, 5. I think we're just going to cascade. 1, 6, 1, 8, 8, 7, 8. There's no chance it doesn't cascade. It just keeps going. Absolutely no failures the whole time. No Sudoku, no binary. Next, we start with what? The 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 8, and 1, 2, 2, 8 is a trinary, forcing 8, 1, and 2 in those 3 positions, forcing this to be a 6, forces 4, forces 3. Nice. What does that lead to? I don't know. But if 2 is vertical, then 2 is not here, as well as 1 is not here. 8, 5 equals not 8, 5 equals 7, equals not 8. or not 5, but we add 8, 5. Not equals 9 equals 5. Seven, 8, 2. No contradictory vertical. 8, 8, 3, 8, 2, 3, 8, 1, 8, 1, 6, 4, 6, 8, 1, 4, 6, 4 must equals not 4 elsewhere, but it's not written elsewhere. 4, 6, 6, unclear. 1, 9, 7, 8, 5. 5, no contradictory, must be here and there. We don't know which. Okay. 9, column, yes. 8, 3, 7, 8, and 6, all column doubles. All of these numbers seem to column double. 1 and 1 alternate in here. 6, 3, 5. 6, 3 equals not 6, 3. Too many copies. We don't know which orientation they are, but we also know that 1, 2 is over there. We don't know which one they are. And also there's only a 1 left in this entire column. What does that mean for the rest? It means 4 must and 1 must in somewhere in that, but we don't know where. 2 must elsewhere and 3 must the other. Oh, it's not clear. But we're moving. Got progress. Slight. It's a lot of noise reduction. It's really great programming. 4, 6, 4. Vertical's been considered over here. The 5 is anywhere. All seems possible. 5 everywhere. 5 everywhere. Everywhere. But it can only be in 2 of them. And so on. 5 and 5 alternate. With 5 alternate vertical, horizontal. Both. This one only vertical that way. This one vertical, at least with this, which means 5 is extremely known. 7 must, and 7 must, but 7 also must and is there, and then also elsewhere, and we don't know. And okay, if 6 must, 6 cannot, so therefore is not 6, and not 6, and what other things must and cannot also elsewhere? Don't know. There's a 4. Well, that's already understood. So that means if not 6, then that forces 6 here and here, which already was and could have been explained both ways. Fun. The same thing in the other puzzle. And the 4, 2, 9, 6, 9, 2, 6, 9, 2, 7, 9, and 2 equals too many 2's probably is 7. But 2 must be somewhere, so it would be then 8, 2, which doesn't seem to be a problem. I don't know. 8, 2, 8, 4, 6, 5, 6, 8, 1, 8, 9, 1, 8, 6, 9, 1. Um, 4, 6, 4, 6. God dang, can I get anything, please? If fives must, 5 alternate, 2 everywhere. It seems there's not a lot of things leading to other things, but there is a lot of noise reduction. This is a 3, 3, alternate top 3, bottom middle 3, and side 3, unclear. All alternate binary. God, I want to just trigger something to get it started. Well, I want to be lazy about it. Or I want to just be frustrated and fed up and not okay. If 4 must, 2 cannot, 1 cannot, 2, 1, 4 can, 4, 6, 4, 8, 5, 4, 6, 5, 2, and 4, 7, 5, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, and fall. 6, 3 equals alternate. Other 6 is alternate. 1 is alternate. I find myself stuck. I cannot resolve anything any deeper than I already have. And although I've done a lot of noise reduction, I haven't gained any numbers besides 7 and 5. That is all I have gained. That's terrible. Let's just pop a freaking binary and get it started. So we're going to say this is a 2, forces this one to be 1, and 8 remaining, which leads to 2, and that's it. Does 8 forced? No, yes. 8 is at least there. And then 1 is at least here. So that seems to track, at least for now. Consider other path, perhaps? Well, not getting a lot of information also usually means I'm on the right track. Getting too much information usually leads to a dead end, but I have not found such thing. Also, I don't usually pop trinaries. Let's do this one. 5, 8. Unclear. Unclear. Even less information. Doesn't give me anything either way. This binary of 2 forces 2, but doesn't force the other information, but it does allow for this 9, which doesn't give me anything else. 1, 3, 5, 8, 2. No immediate unknown. We'll do 6, 7 and see if that gives us anything wrong. And then we'll just do 7, 8, which still doesn't give me anything else. Oh no. What the hell? I'm just putting numbers in. This is random. Okay, if 8, 1, 8, 1, then not 8, 1. Only because of other reasonings, of other things that took place, I think. Forces 1. Vertical? No, it doesn't. Equals 9, 6, 9, 6, 4. Why does that feel right? Damn it. And 7 forced. No, 7 is. Um, vertical 3. Okay. And then what else? Pop the 1 8, call it 1 8, 2 1 2. No other info given. 5 2 3 vertical 3 5 2 8 5. If 5 3 8 2 5. It can work, but in what configuration? Well, let's try. If it's 8, that forces 3, forces 7, and 1, 6, 5, 2, 3, 8, 6, 5, 7, 9. Remember, I started with basically just popping random binaries. There is no logic to this, so it's all false. Also, we got a dead end at some point, and I did not realize. So that's based off of stuff down here really far into the past, because we really never solved any of that. What does that give us? It means that there are a couple of sixes positions that are particularly helpful to know if I were to know, if I were to remember, if I were to know. It has to be one of them, so it can't be the other one. So it would be, let's say it's here, and follow that conclusion instead. Does that give us anything? Just a random 2 position of a 6 is itself a binary, which doesn't seem to propagate outward a lot. 6 5 3. What else does that give me? 4 and 2 9 8 6. Dang it, I just freaking want to. I don't even know anymore. Just stuck going in a bunch of random paths that I don't know the answer to why I'm going down these random paths and if they are correct or not. So if I say 4 and then 6, what does that give me? Or what does that force me to do? Which should mean that I should conclude, if it's wrong, that it's the other way around, but is unclear. But anything, because I already popped the binary to get here in the first place. There's another 3, leaving to this is a 6. 1 4 1 4 equals not 1 4 equals true. 5 1 5 1 equals not 5 1. 9 6 9 6 equals not 9 6, also not 5, equals 9 6 3 8 2 3 1 8 2 7 7. We have failed somewhere. And I really only have popped anything, and I've never gotten any numbers for real except for 5 and 7. I hate this. Consider this to be the 6. What does that give us? a different resolve, where the 7 ends up over there, and 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 5, 8 equals 9 equals an interesting binary that just pops out of nowhere. Funny shoes. 5, 6, 5, 6 equals not 5. Not 5, 6 equals 9. And then 5, 6 also doesn't equal 5. And then we have what? Oh, it's just the 4 random. 1, 6, 4. There's the 5. 7 equals false. So that means, wait, it can't both be right. I started this with 6 down here. No other. So if that's the result of 6, then that means this is the correct 6 for the vertical. So from this point, I'm in a correct path, I think, which means I have to then find out. So this is the new checkpoint, because we've gone both paths, and this I seem to have just not known how far back to go before last time, but blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if 7979 equals not 9, holy crap, that's obvious. That was already there, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I don't know. But now it is. And therefore equals 4646 equals 7979 equals not 9. 23238, 238. Okay, and then I know you heard the voice too. You heard it. You heard all of it. And then the extended cut of that, and then okay, if 929296772, all of those have to be in there in some configuration, we don't know which. If 823 or 832, but for example, not 83 because it needs 2, and not 8, not 82 because there's no 3. So not 82, but 832 possible. If 9 is here or there, it forces 8 and 1. Oh God. 3 9 3 7 9 8 3 7, and then leaves 9 8, which leaves, oh, there's 4. We just found a 4, which forces 1, forces 6. We can choose this as a check mark because this is correct, not binary. 7, next check mark. We're still going. 3, okay. 8, okay, that forces this. We're actually on the right path this time. I'm pretty sure. Nice. Stuff is just sliding out. This is not 5. This is not 5, 1. This is not 5, 1. This must be 7. Cool. Diddle-dum, diddle-dum, diddle-dum. 7, 9, 2, 3, 7. That was you. God, this is a weird discovery. 82, 82, 82, 87, 52, 51, 51, 2, 5, 5, 1, 4, 4, alternate 4, alternate 4, 7, 8. It should be obvious, but I don't see it. Where is it? 6? Oh, yeah, that's a 6, which doesn't help. 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 8, 8, 7, 5, 5, 7, 8, 9, 2, 8, 9, 2, 6, 9, 7, 2, 6, 1, 3. This would be the 1, that'd be the 3. Yeah. Almost certain this is the 1 and that's the 3. Well, I think it is. Technically, it's either a binary discovery. I don't remember which. For some reason, it's a little bit stuck in my brain. Also not 9, so 6. Also not 9. Also not 8, so 5. Also not 9, so 1. Also 8, 4, 6, 2 equals 4. 8, 5, 8, 2, 9, 6, 7, 9, 5, 7, 5, 2, 9, 9. Stop me when I get your telephone number. 5, 8, 9, 1. Okay, that was insane, and I hate it. I had to do binary, go back, and then find the correct path. And then after that, it was a little bit touch and go. But I mean, holy, that was incredibly a lot to have to process to do. I'm still glad that oh my God, I got under 40 minutes. The first, but medium was okay. Hard was okay. I guess easy was okay. Hard was more than I usually feel like it would be, but it makes sense. Medium, I guess, is normal. I guess it's fine. 40 minutes. 40 minutes feels bad when I've done 30 minutes before. So it feels like I've lost 10 minutes to something and I don't know what. If you felt like this was something you could have solved, tell me in the comments. If you felt like I missed certain things instead of doing a binary that led to like the 6 and find out which 6 path is correct. Apparently I found the correct 6 path, which was okay, a lot, and then whatever, blah blah blah. Check out my other Sudoku puzzles if you're interested in all that. It's just the same thing day to day, but it always feels like I go on a different journey each time. And then sometimes I don't even need to do a binary. I just get all of the deduction and it's done. And it's like, wow. I did not think I was going to be able to be 40. Whatever, it doesn't matter.